Tonight, the greatest discoveries in Palestine.
今晚我哋題目就係巴勒斯坦最偉大嘅發現啊！
I think we asked this question. No, we asked the question about Egypt. How many of you have visited Jerusalem?
我哋嗰日問過咧，就話去過埃及。今晚邊個去過耶路撒
A
冷
number of you, maybe 10 or 12 of you.
哇，有10到12個去過係咪啊？
Close to Jerusalem is the city of Jericho, about 40 kilometers away.
咁離開耶路撒冷大概40公里之外咧，就耶利哥城啊。
And if you remember, going to Jericho from Jerusalem, you go down and down and down and down.
咁記住咯喎，係咪啊？由耶路撒冷城咧去耶利哥嗰陣時咧，係越落越低，越落越低嘅。
Because Jerusalem is on some flat mountains, but Jericho is below sea level.
原來呢個耶路撒冷咧就係啲平原地帶，耶利哥城咧就喺水平線下邊嘅，
About 250 meters below sea level.
就喺呢個水平線下啦，大概200米到啦。
So it's eternal summer there.
咁嗰度咧成日都係咁熱嘅喎。
It's a tropical little area right there in the Jordan Valley.
咁咧就喺呢個約旦呢個谷裏邊咧，係一個熱帶嘅地方。
And the Bible calls Jericho the city of palms.
聖經見佢就係話係一個嘅棕林嘅一個嘅地方，好多棕樹嘅。
It is the only ancient document referring to Jericho is the Bible.
但唯一提到有呢個地方嘅咧，就係聖經啫喎。
But here's the irony. It is considered to be the oldest continuously inhabited city in the world.
但諷刺嘅就話呢個就係聖經裏邊，就係呢個地方咧，就係係最古嘅城，而係繼續係延續落去嘅。
Last night, Dr. Hazel mentioned several very ancient cities in Sumer.
我哋琴晚咧提到下古城，以前有唔同嘅古城㗎。
But this city has always been occupied.
但係呢一個嘅嗰啲古城咧，就係繼續有人住㗎嘛。琴晚提到嗰幾個古城。
There's a famous story in the Bible about Jericho.
我哋記住啦，聖經裏邊有一個好特別嘅故事係咪？耶利
And
哥。
that is when God told the people of Israel to walk around Jericho was a fortress, a massive fortress.
記住啦，原來聖經裏邊咧叫佢哋咧就喺呢個耶利哥城嗰度兜圈子咁行喎。
To walk around every day for 7 days.
佢哋咧一直嘅唔會點樣行啊，每日行一次，行7日咁多。
And on the 7th day, they were to shout. After 7 times, they were to shout, and the walls would come down.
而聖經記載到話喺第7日嘅時，佢哋行7次，呢個城牆咧就冧咗。
Now remember, Israel is going into Canaan, and all of the various nations of Canaan became their enemies.
記住咯，嗰陣時以色列人出咗嚟嘅時候，去到迦南地，嗰啲冚唪唥佢敵人嚟嘅，迦南地啲
The
人。
Israelites were not trained as soldiers.
記住咯，佢哋嗰陣時以色列人咧，佢唔係被訓練成為士兵㗎，
They didn't have an army.
佢哋冇軍隊啦。
They were ambulatory. They just walked in the desert for 40 years.
佢哋過去經驗只不過喺沙漠地行咗40年啫嘛。
How could they take over fortified cities like Jericho?
哇！呢個耶利哥城係一個咁有守衛、咁堅固嘅城堡，點樣打冧佢啊？
So it's quite a fantastic story, and many people say, well, that could not be true.
哇！呢個故事咁特別喎，所以有好多人話都唔係真嘅咧。
Let's read a little from Joshua chapter 6.
我哋睇睇約書亞第6章開始。
So the people shouted when the priests blew the trumpets, and it happened when the people heard the sound of the trumpet, and the people shouted with a great shout, that the wall fell down flat. Then the people went up into the city, and they took the city, and they utterly destroyed all that was in the city. But they burned the city and all that was in it with fire.
呢個聖經就咁記載啦。於是百姓就呼喊，祭司吹角，百姓一聽見角聲咧，就大聲呼喊，城牆隨着倒塌。百姓就上進去個城裏邊，各人往前直上，把城奪取。佢哋將城中所有的都用刀殺盡。他們用火焚燒了那城和其中所有的。
So many scholars and many people say, well, did that actually happen? Many people have disputed the story of Jericho's destruction.
但好多人咧對於耶利哥呢個故事咧被毀滅嘅呢一個聖經故事提出唔同嘅睇法。
This is the tell in Jericho, the area where the city was.
咁你見到一個山丘嘅地方咧，就係以前耶利哥城所在之圍。
And obviously you can see areas where it has been excavated.
你睇下嗰啲被刮嘅地方係咪啊？
There were 3 major archaeological excavations in the last century there.
咁喺上世紀裏邊咧，一共有3個發掘啦。
And John Garstad, the one who excavated Jericho in the 30s, he found the residue of the tumbled walls, the walls that came down.
咁1930年呢一個嘅考古學家咧就發現，咦，原來嗰啲牆係跌落嚟喎。
And he calculated he dated that destruction to about the year 1400 BC.
佢計一計咧，大概係1400年主前嘅時間係發生咁嘅事。
Now, the year 1400 BC would correspond with biblical chronology as to the time when Israel would have destroyed Jericho.
嗱，嗰陣時咧，如果同聖經比較嚟，真係啱聖經嘅時間記載，差唔多係嗰段時間耶利哥城係冧嘅。
However, 20 years later, Kathleen Kenyon, another archaeologist, came, and she did a study as well.
咁跟住20年之後，有另外嘅考古學家，佢又發掘咯，又點樣咧？
But she concluded that the timing of the destruction of Jericho was probably 150 years before the time that Garstad had indicated.
佢嘅發現嘅結果就係話，比之前個考古學家咧，呢個地方冧咧係差唔多係早20年咁多。
Most people take Kenyon's research face value, and they say, well, then the story does not match with the timing of the Bible.
咁當時佢哋唔有足夠證據嘅時候，佢哋話：咦，係喎，好似同聖經嗰個嘅記錄個時間唔吻合。
This is taken from an image of a film about the case, and it shows that it had, based on the archaeologists' research, Jericho had a double wall.
呢一個記載咧就係一套電影嚟嘅。咁佢哋根據一啲嘅考古學嘅資料，就係拍出咁話，當時耶利哥城係有2埲嘅牆。
The walls were mud brick walls, made of mud brick.
係一啲嘅泥磚做嘅。
But they were sitting. There was a stone wall behind or beneath that supported them.
但喺下邊咧就有個石磚係上面係撐住呢一個嘅泥磚嘅。
So in the excavations, they found that the walls had fallen down, and they were in this kind of way, next to the stone walls, but all destroyed.
佢哋發現咧，原來當時冧落嘅時候，就好似呢一個變成一個小小嘅斜坡啦。
Now, this is most unusual because when there's a siege, you usually see that maybe they breach one part of the wall, two sections, but not the entire wall fallen down.
嗱，如果呢個係被人攻擊嘅話咧，你要見到佢城牆可能一笪一笪嘅窿啦，係咪？但點會成埲牆都冇晒啊？
The Bible says the wall fell down flat. Then the people went up into the city.
但聖經記載得好清楚啊，城牆隨着倒塌，百姓就上去進城。
And what the archaeologists discovered really fits this description of what happened.
而聖經裏邊嘅就記載同呢個考古學嘅發現係一致嘅。
The mud brick walls fell down, making it a ramp, an easy ramp for people to start going up into the city.
咁你睇下個泥磚咧就冧咗落嚟啦，讓嗰啲人咧可以由斜坡裏邊咧係攻進個城裏邊。
Remember, they had no soldiers as such. They were soldiers, but they not experienced soldiers, and so God made it easier for them to take over the city.
咁記住咯，佢哋嗰陣時咧根本冇呢一個嘅做兵嘅咁嘅訓練，所以上帝係讓佢哋更加容易咧入到去呢個城啦。
Archaeologist Bryant Wood has given evidence that the story is true in that it corresponds to the biblical chronology.
呢個考古學家咧，佢就發現啦，原來所講嘅咧同聖經個考古學嘅資料同聖經係吻合嘅。
He's a specialist in pottery.
佢係特別喺呢咁樣嘅陶瓷。
So he studied the pottery that had been found by Kathleen Kenyon.
佢就研究下呢個陶瓷方面，就係最嬲尾頭先講嘅另外一個嗰個考古學家嘅證據啦。
In fact, her strongest argument for the change of date was based on pottery.
點解咧？佢可以改變嘅日子咧？佢就係睇呢個陶瓷出土嘅時候係攞出證據。
She expected to see certain pottery from Cyprus to be there in Jericho, and she didn't see any of that.
佢呢一個嘅女嘅考古學家嚇，佢將個時間改嗰位咧，佢就諗住喺嗰度揾到一啲嘅古列王嘅一啲嘅陶瓷，但係揾唔到喎。
It's what scholars call an argument from silence.
呢個就係話佢哋喺靜默當中，我哋揾唔到一啲嘅證據啊。
It's not that she found something that made her date it that way, it's that she didn't find something that made her date it
佢嘅
that
證據
way.
係點樣咧？唔係佢揾到啲嘢證實啲嘢，係揾唔到啲嘢冇辦法證實。
But there is archaeological evidence that can point to the fact that the biblical chronology is accurate to what we see in the remnants, in the ruins of Jericho.
但係考古學裏邊咧就見到好多嘢咧，就係一個符合聖經裏邊所形容嘅。
First of all of the archaeologists that have excavated there have agreed that the city was a fortress.
所有嘅考古學家佢哋發掘嘅時候都覺得佢係一座堡壘嚟嘅。
And the Bible points in that direction.
聖經都講到係一個堡壘嚟嘅噃。
The pottery fragments that Wood examined made him date the collapse to the year 1410.
如果你揾到呢個陶器嘅碎片咧，佢追溯到係公元前1410年㗎。
Which is according to the chronology of the Bible.
咁呢個咧係根據聖經嘅年代裏邊咧發現係啱嘅。
There was evidence of a short siege, not a longer siege, which is much more typical of what happened in the ancient Near East.
咁古時候嘅時候咧，可能要攻佔嘅地方係用長啲時間，但係呢一個嘅發現咧係一個好短暫嘅圍城已經冧咗啦。
All the archaeologists also agreed to the fact that the walls came down first, and then the city was burnt with fire.
所有嘅考古學家咧，佢哋都贊同到話個城牆先冧咗，跟住起火。
Which is exactly the way the Bible story tells it.
呢個就係完全係吻合聖經裏邊嘅形容啊。
And then Kathleen Kenyon found that there was an ash layer, a thick layer of ash that was about 1 meter deep.
而亦都係發現咗咧，原來佢哋點樣啊？係有一層嘅一個灰塵咧，差唔多1米高啊！嗰啲灰燼，
pointing to the fact that the city was burned.
證明就話呢個城係被燒過喎。
And it was also made evident that the city was abandoned for some time.
亦都證明咗點樣啊？話個城池被棄置咗幾耐啦。
There's also evidence regarding the sudden collapse of the walls.
亦都有證明咧，話呢個城牆咧係點樣突然間倒
The
下。
archaeologists found grain was still in storage containers.
佢哋發現考古學家嘅話啲糧食仲喺儲藏容器裏邊啊。
They concluded that the destruction of Jericho had taken place in the spring, right after harvest.
佢哋發現咧，可能就係呢個春季就喺收割之後嗰陣時發生嘅。
And in the Bible story, we're told that it was during the spring when the river Jordan was flooded that the people of Israel took over Jericho.
聖經都有咁記載，就係點樣約旦河嗰陣時咧係水滿嘅，所以呢個時候應該係春天時候。
There was evidence that the inhabitants of Jericho did not flee with food, which would be an anomaly.
哇！又見到咯喎，原來嗰啲耶利哥城裏邊嘅居民咧，佢冇帶食物逃難啊！
And the city was not plundered, which is also most unusual.
亦都好特別喎，呢個城市咧係冇被搶劫嘅痕跡啊！
Why was it not plundered?
點解啊？
Well, according to the Bible, because God told them not to do that. This was going to be dedicated as an offering to God, as it
因
were.
為聖經裏邊話咧，千祈唔好攻略呢個城搶奪啊！呢個城係要獻俾神嘅。
And finally, the leveled mud brick walls suggest an earthquake, a sudden destruction.
而呢一個係平坦嘅呢個泥磚咧，表明咗當時有地震。
All of the walls fell down.
哇！所有牆係冧晒啊！
In the Hebrew, it actually says, fell down beneath themselves, fell down flat.
呢個聖經裏邊講到點樣嘅，係完全咁樣平坦咁樣。
In other words, they collapsed.
即係話佢哋係倒塌晒啦。
Archaeology really does confirm what the Bible says.
所以考古學係證實咗聖經啊。
And the more we discover things, the more we can say, you know, what the Bible said was true, even though we didn't have outside evidence for a long time.
當然我哋喺外在嘅證明咧係好耐都冇揾到，但係而家近期都話俾你聽，真係聖經講係真嘅。
Dr. Hazel, tell us a little bit about Lachish, a very important city in the time of the Bible.
可唔可以請我哋嘅博士講講呢個拉結啊，一個好重要嘅城市喎
？Over the last 30 years, I've had the privilege of working in Israel at a number of different sites, Israel and Cyprus and Jordan.
咁喺過往嘅幾十年咧，我都有機會咧喺約旦啊，喺中東啊好多地方咧係做呢個考古嘅工作。
It's one thing to look at slides like this in a nice air-conditioned room.
坐喺呢度嘆住冷氣睇呢幅相咧，你就會好自在。
It's a whole different adventure to find these artifacts for the first time in the archaeological record.
但係真真正正要去到當地考古發掘，咁就唔係咁舒服啦。
To be the first person to hold something in your hand that nobody has held for 3,000 years.
但係嗰個得益咧，就係當你發掘到一啲真係有價值嘅古物嘅時候，揸喺你嘅手裏邊嗰種滿足感咧，係不可以形容。
You begin to think, who held this artifact last?
你喺嗰度會諗下，上一次用呢一個陶瓷嘅究竟係邊一個古人呢？
Sometimes you even find a fingerprint on the artifact.
甚至有時你可能睇到嗰個考古得出嚟嘅呢個物件，可能有上一次用過佢個人嘅指模喺上高。
And you wonder whose fingerprint was that?
你會諗下，究竟邊個人古人嘅手指模喺嗰度呢？
It's almost like going back and shaking somebody's hand 3,000 years ago.
哇！你就好想像中好似揸住嗰件物件，就好似揸住嗰個古人嘅手同佢握手咁樣。
Well, at least that's how we archaeologists think sometimes.
咁啊，呢個係我哋考古學家嘅一種嘅自我嘅陶醉。
A few years ago, we had the opportunity to direct an expedition to the site of Lachish.
咁啊，我有好幾次咧，有機會咧就去到呢個杜拉吉呢個地方係發掘。
This is the second most important city in Judah after Jerusalem.
呢個咧係喺猶太國裏邊咧最重要嘅其中一個重要嘅發掘嘅地方。
You can see the mound here, and it has formed over thousands of years. One city built on top of another. As a city is destroyed, a new city is built on top.
咁你睇到呢度好似一座山咁樣樣，其實係經過幾千年嘅時間咧，有好多嘅城市，一個城市被毀壞，就另外一個新嘅城市喺上高建立起嚟，所以一層一層咁樣成為一個山丘。
From 2013 until 2017, we worked at this site.
喺2013
13 to 17.
2013年到2017年間咧，我哋喺呢個地方發掘。
You can see it's located in the southern part of the country.
咁你睇到咧就喺呢個地區嘅南部。
It guarded one of the major roads that led up to Jerusalem.
咁咧喺呢一個地方咧，亦都係有一條路咧係上到去呢個耶路撒冷。
Egyptian armies that came from the south needed to capture Lachish before they could take Jerusalem.
咁咧，所以咧嗰啲埃及嘅人咧，要攻打耶路撒冷咧，就先要過咗呢個地區先。
And if Assyria or Babylon came from the north, they had to do the same.
咁如果巴比倫或者係亞述國要嚟攻打以色列人嘅時候，同樣喺北邊亦都要落嚟經過呢度先至去到耶路撒冷。
As a result, Lachish was a very fortified city with walls surrounding the entire city.
所以呢個杜拉吉城咧係一個好重要嘅一個地位嘅。
In the center was a palace that was the largest building ever constructed and found in the biblical period.
喺中間嗰度咧就係有一個好宏偉嘅皇宮。
And what we have here is the major gate of the city, a double gate here and here leading into the city.
咁有兩道嘅城門入去呢個城嗰度。
The Bible recounts a story in 3 different books about a king who attacked the city of Lachish.
咁咧喺聖經裏邊曾經記載咗有3次一個王咧係攻打呢個杜拉吉城。
This king came in 701 BC and attacked the city.
係一個皇帝喺公元前701年係攻打呢個城。
As we mapped out the city and began to choose the areas of excavation, we wanted to find evidence for this particular campaign.
咁我哋就喺挖掘呢一個古城嘅時候咧，我哋就先要量度咗睇下究竟喺邊度挖掘咧，可以揾到證據咧，係證明有曾經咁樣一個戰事。
Now, when we excavate a site, we have to record everything very carefully.
咁我哋去挖掘一個地區嘅時候咧，一個城嘅時候咧，我哋必須要量度得好清楚嘅。
As we remove one layer of one city to go below, we have to record that because once it is excavated, it is gone forever.
咁所以咧，我哋一層一層咁樣挖掘嘅時候咧，咁啊第一層咧，我哋要記錄得好清楚，因為你一挖掘咗咧就冇咗㗎啦嘛。
So as we went from level 1 to level 2 to level 3, these cities that are on top of each other, we had to record carefully.
所以咧，我哋喺第一層、第二層、第3層咁樣一路挖掘落去嘅時候咧，我哋每一層咧都要記錄得好準確。
We use very sophisticated surveying equipment.
咁我哋用一啲咧係好先進嘅，即係探地測量嘅儀器。
We use GPS in order to locate our walls and the areas that we excavate.
我哋甚至用到呢個定位嘅呢個方法咧，係要定嗰啲位置。
We use drones with cameras to record things from above, and then we carefully draw that on computer programs.
咁咧，亦都要用呢啲模型嘅飛機咧，有攝影機咁樣咧喺上邊影落嚟，咁然後好準確咁樣去量度我哋要挖掘嘅位置。
We use photogrammetry to create a 3D reconstruction of what is excavated layer by layer.
咁咧，我哋亦都用咧呢個技術咧叫做攝影測量法啊，就係用啲攝影機影好多相，然後將佢咧用電腦砌埋咧，之後就知道嗰個挖掘嘅地方個深度裏邊係點樣樣。
We use the latest technologies in order to record as accurately as possible what we find.
所以我哋要用最先進嘅儀器，用最準確嘅方法去量度、去記錄我哋挖掘嘅。
When we came down to the destruction level of the Assyrian campaign of Sennacherib, it was very exciting.
咁所以當我哋去挖掘到嗰一層，就係相信係記錄咗呢個亞述嘅國家去攻打呢個城嘅時候。
Melissa is smiling here because she's excavating a whole vessel that is 2,700 years old.
呢位同學咧，你睇到佢好開心啊，因為咧佢揾到一個陶瓷咧，一個陶器咧係有2000多年嘅歷史。
But the ancient Judeans who were living in this city were not smiling when the Assyrians surrounded their city.
但係當時你想象中住喺嗰個城裏邊俾人攻打嗰啲人，佢並唔係好開心。
Their cities were destroyed.
佢哋嘅城係要被毀滅。
Their houses were burned to the ground.
佢哋嗰住嘅屋係被燒毀。
And while we as archaeologists find the material that is left there, for them it was devastating.
我哋喺嗰度發掘揾到啲古物，我哋好開心。但係當時用呢啲古物嘅人，佢哋係好傷心。
We find little tiny dipper juglets like the one Judith is holding in her hand.
另外一位同學手上高揸住嘅係一個細嘅容器。
These are little measuring cups for measuring.
呢個係一個細嘅量度嘅容器。
We find grinding stones like she's holding in her other hand to grind flour.
呢個咧就係一個石磨可能係磨啲麵粉之類啦。
We find all kinds of amazing things.
咁仲有好多呢啲古物咧，我哋發掘到。
But in addition to what we found at Lachish itself, we also find other information from the palace of the king in Nineveh.
除咗喺杜拉吉城裏邊，我哋揾到好多呢啲 古物嘅遺留落嚟之外咧，喺周邊喺嗰啲皇宮裏邊，我哋都揾到好多其他嘅嘢。
This palace was excavated in the 1800s by a British archaeologist.
咁呢一個咧，皇宮咧係由呢啲英國嘅考古學家咧係發掘，就喺18世紀嘅時候。
And here, as one enters from the courtyard, one enters to the center room, the throne room, where the king would sit.
咁啦喺呢度咧就係啦，喺個出邊嘅外院，然後經過3重嘅門咧，就入到去呢個皇帝住嘅地方啦。
This room is called the Lachish room because it is surrounded by images of the king's attack against the city of Lachish.
呢一個房咧係稱為咧叫做杜拉吉城嘅房，點解咧？因為喺呢個房裏邊咧，個皇帝咧就放咗好多嗰啲石板啊或者係雕刻嘅嘢咧，就記錄咗佢點樣打勝呢場仗。
Visitors that would come to the palace would have to pass these huge bulls with the king's face in order to enter the throne room.
咁你可以睇到咧，呢個皇宮係好大啊！嗰啲人入嚟嘅時候咧，你哋睇有個人細細個喺嗰度，要經過一啲咁巨大嘅即係呢啲肖像咧，先至可以入到去見到皇帝。
And there they would see the battering rams going up against the city in order to destroy the walls.
咁佢哋咧係入到嗰個地方，睇到嗰啲牆上都掛住嗰啲即係啲戰績咧，佢就睇到好似呢個咧係點樣講當時啲亞述人點樣去攻呢個城。
We can see the weapons that the Assyrians used against the city.
咁你可以亦都睇到喺牆上掛住咧，佢哋用啲乜嘢嘅兵器去攻打呢個城。
They used sling stones that they would throw back and forth.
佢哋用呢個投石嘅工具係掟嗰啲石出去。
These stones could be thrown at 200 kilometers an hour.
按照專家嘅研究咧，呢啲石咧飛出去嘅時候咧，可以達到咧呢個速度係每小時200公里咁快。
They could be thrown a distance of 150 meters with deadly accuracy.
咁啊可以咧掟到幾遠咧？掟到有150米咁遠嘅距離。
And if you were not wearing armor, they would penetrate and you would have to remove them surgically.
如果你冇帶有啲盔甲嚟保護自己咧，嚟俾呢啲石頭打中咧，佢可以穿到你嘅身體裏邊。
These were not small stones.
呢啲唔係細細粒石仔喎。
I brought one with me.
我喺呢度有一嚿俾大家睇下。
I found this at the city of Lachish a few years ago.
呢個就係喺杜拉吉城裏邊揾到嘅呢個投石嗰啲石仔。
I'm not going to throw this at anyone
我而
today.
家唔係掟去你嗰度，唔使
But I
驚。
want you to hold it.
不過我希望你揸下上手，
I want you actually to feel the weight.
想你試下個重量。
And I want you to think about something like this flying through the air and hitting you, but don't do it tonight, okay?
咁你想象一下，當時喺個戰爭裏邊，呢啲石就好多呢啲咁嘅石飛嚟飛去係嘛？咁樣。不過今晚你唔好喺度飛嚟飛去嗰啲石嚇。
We are all friends here.
我哋大家朋友嚟嘅嚇。
We also find thousands of arrowheads from the archers that were using archery against the city.
咁我哋咧喺嗰度咧，你都發掘到咧好多呢啲嗰啲箭頭啊。
We can tell the difference between the Judean arrowheads and the Assyrian arrowheads.
我哋可以睇到咧猶太人用嘅箭頭，可以分別到係嗰啲亞述人嘅箭頭。
Every year we would come back, we would find new discoveries that were very exciting.
我哋每一次翻去呢個杜拉吉城嚟繼續發掘嘅時候咧，每一次我哋都得到新嘅係認知。
And these discoveries would help us understand the Bible and the experiences of those people even more.
而每一次咧，我哋發掘到一啲嘅古物嘅時候咧，就幫助我哋更加認識聖經裏邊所講到。
This last year, one of the most amazing discoveries in biblical archaeology was made.
今年舊年係發掘到一個好重要嘅文物。
It was announced in February in 2018.
喺舊年嘅2月嘅時候發表咗呢個
Excavators in the city of Jerusalem found 2 seal impressions.
咁咧喺耶路撒冷嗰度考古挖掘嘅時候，揾到兩個呢個印鑑。
These were used to seal letters that were sent to important people.
咁呢啲咧就係古代人咧係呢啲印鑑咧就係用嚟封嗰啲信件，喺寄出去俾人哋。
And these seal impressions are very small, about the size of your thumbnail.
咁其實呢啲印鑑咧好細嘅啫，好似我哋嗰個大拇指嘅指甲咁上下大嘅啫。
The one here on your left
呢一個喺左邊
has the name of Hezekiah, the king of Judah.
就有猶大王希西家寫喺嗰度。
And the one on your right is
喺右
even
邊
more exciting.
呢個更加興奮啦！
This is the seal impression of Isaiah the prophet.
呢度寫住嘅咧就係呢個以賽亞先知。
For the first time in history, a seal impression of one of the prophets of the Bible was found in Jerusalem.
有史以嚟第一次發掘到一個先知用過嘅呢個印鑑。
Yesterday we read from Isaiah.
琴日我哋讀到以賽亞書。
Today we just were talking about this campaign of the Assyrians under the rule of Isaiah.
我哋又提到呢個亞述嘅國家嘅人係攻打其他嘅國家喺以賽亞嗰個時代。
These 2 seal impressions were found in the same area of the royal palace, only 10 feet away from each other, only about 3 meters away from each other.
咁所以呢兩個印鑑咧喺發掘到嘅時候咧，佢哋只係3米嘅距離啫。
It means that Hezekiah and Isaiah lived at the same time.
可以證明咧，希西家王同埋以賽亞先知咧係生存喺差唔多同樣嘅時間。
And this means that when Isaiah predicted, as we talked about yesterday, that Cyrus would come and attack the city of Babylon, that he was doing so 150 years before the event.
咁所以咧證明到咧，以賽亞先知係預言亞述人咧要攻打呢個巴比倫人嘅時候咧，佢係喺呢件事情發生之前嘅150年已經咧係預言咗。
Let's read about it in Isaiah chapter 37, 1-2. And so it was when King Hezekiah heard it, that he tore his clothes, covered himself with sackcloth, and went into the house of the Lord. Then he sent Eliakim, who was over the household, Shebna the scribe, and the elders of the priests, covered with sackcloth, to Isaiah the prophet, the son of Amos.
咁所以喺以賽亞書37章1、2節咁樣講，希西家王聽見就撕裂衣服，披上麻布，進了耶和華的殿，使家宰以利亞敬和書記舍伯拿並祭司中的長老都披上麻布，去見阿摩斯的兒子先知以賽亞。
In this passage of 2 verses, we have 4 people mentioned.
咁喺呢個簡單嘅2節嘅聖經裏邊提到有4個聖經嘅人物。
And thanks to archaeology, every single one of those people have been discovered in the archaeological record.
多謝考古學家，呢4個聖經嘅人物都喺考古嘅發掘裏邊係尋到咗。
In fact, archaeology has found many lost people of the Bible.
其實所發掘到嘅好多呢啲古物咧，都證明咗呢啲聖經裏邊嘅人物。
We estimate today that 105 people of the Bible have been found through the last 200 years of research in the Middle East.
我哋按照而家所發掘到嘅證據咧，已經可以證明到咧喺聖經裏邊提到嘅105個嘅人物咧，都已經係有記錄喺裏邊。
Some of them are kings like Nebuchadnezzar and Sennacherib.
有啲係好似皇帝提到好似尼布甲尼撒王咁樣。
But as we will see, others were plain people that lived every day in the land of Israel.
但係亦都有提到一啲名咧，可能係一個普通人，當時一個以色列人住喺嗰個地區。
In 1979, a tomb was found in Jerusalem.
喺1979年咧，喺耶路撒冷 發掘嘅時候咧，就揾到一個以色列人嘅墳墓。
This tomb contained a small little silver scroll that was wrapped up and in a scroll fashion.
喺呢個墳墓裏邊咧，就揾到一卷係用銀片做成捲起嚟，好似一個細細嘅一卷書咁樣樣。
On that scroll was written the oldest Bible verse ever found in history.
咁咧當考古學家將呢個銀片攤開嘅時候，就發覺咧原來裏邊係記載咗，相信係最古老嘅聖經嘅一個章節。
The Bible verse is found in Numbers 6:24 to 26, and it's a verse that many of you know very well. It says, "The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance on you and give you peace."
呢個就係記載咗喺民數記6章24、26節裏邊講，願耶和華賜福給你，保護你；願耶和華使他的臉光照你，賜恩給你；願耶和華向你仰臉，賜你平安。
The Moabite stone was also found by archaeologists in 1868.
喺1868年呢，考古學家亦都發掘到呢個稱為摩押石。
It describes a story recorded in the Bible from the perspective of the Moabite king.
咁咧喺呢度就喺個摩押石上高度就記載咗一個戰役，不過係從摩押人嗰個角度去講。
In 2 Kings 3 we read, "Now Mesha, king of Moab, was a sheep herder, and he regularly paid the king of Israel 100,000 lambs, and the wool of 100,000 rams. But it happened when Ahab died that the king of Moab rebelled against the king of Israel."
咁就喺列王記下3章裏邊記載咗摩押王米沙牧養許多羊，曾向以色列王進貢10萬羔羊和10萬公綿羊的毛。亞哈死後，摩押王背叛以色列王。
So the Moabite stone records this same campaign that the Bible records. The black obelisk, which was found in 1846, also describes a campaign against the kings of Damascus.
咁啊呢度咧所以剛才講到啦，嗰個摩押石咧就係講到頭先喺列王記下所記載嗰件事情。咁而家呢一個咧黑色方尖碑咧，又係講到另外一個聖經嘅故事。
And one of the Israelite kings, Jehu by name, appears on the black obelisk kneeling down before the Assyrian king Shalmaneser III.
咁喺呢個雕塑裏邊咧，就提到有一個叫做耶戶王。
Jeremiah, we read about another very important individual, a very close associate of Jeremiah. Jeremiah 36 says, "Then Jeremiah called Baruch the son of Neriah, and Baruch wrote on a scroll of a book at the instruction of Jeremiah all the words of the Lord which he had spoken to him."
喺耶利米書36章4節裏邊記載咗一個好重要嘅人物。呢度話咧，耶利米招咗尼利亞嘅兒子巴錄嚟，巴錄就從耶利米口中寫在書卷上，把耶和華對耶利米所說的一切話。
We have the seal impression also of Baruch, the son of Neriah, the personal scribe to the prophet Jeremiah, who wrote the book of Jeremiah for the prophet.
咁所以咧，我哋喺考古嘅時候咧，亦都發掘到咧，就係呢個巴錄嘅印章。咁呢個我頭先提到啦，巴錄就係幫耶利米記載上帝同佢講嘅説話，寫成呢個耶利米書嗰一位。
Scholars had questioned whether King Sargon had ever existed.
咁曾經有學者質疑過聖經裏邊提到嘅呢個撒爾根王究竟係咪真係存在呢？
But today we know that Sargon's palace was discovered in the 1840s.
喺1840年就考古學家就發掘到呢個撒爾根王宮。
And after excavating at Khorsabad in the 1930s, we have more evidence for this king than ever before.
咁我哋繼續發掘嘅時候，喺1930年又 再揾到多啲嘅證據。
Here you can see at the this is at the University of Chicago, Oriental Institute, you can see the face of the king, Sargon II, and the body of a bull. Very intimidating, but very typical for this time.
咁啊，呢個咧係就係喺呢個芝加哥博物館嗰度咧，係有一個咁樣嘅雕像。咁嗰個面咧就係剛才提到嗰一位王啦咁啊身體咧就係一隻牛嘅身體。
The text says that I besieged and conquered Samaria, the capital of Israel.
呢度話喺嗰個雕像嗰度咧有古文字寫咗喺嗰度，就話我圍攻及佔據咗撒瑪利亞。
Today there's no question whether Sargon existed. We have images of him and we have his palace and we have more evidence than ever before.
所以今日考古學家再唔會疑問究竟呢個撒爾根王係咪真係存在啦？
And so discoveries confirm God's word, discovery after discovery after discovery. And archaeologists, as we go back into the field year after year, new things continue to be unearthed.
所以有眾多呢啲發掘咗出嚟嘅古物，發現到嘅印證咗上帝嘅話語。
Ron, tell us of an amazing discovery made in 1947 that changed our understanding of the Bible and made it even more reliable than ever before.
我哋請括西博士嚟講下。
In 1947, perhaps the greatest discovery that applies to the Bible was made.
1947年嗰時咧，就真係揾到一個係史無前例最偉大嘅發現喎。
And in order to go there, you have to go towards the Dead Sea.
咁要去嗰個地方咧，我哋就要經過呢個死海啦。
And the Dead Sea is the lowest place on earth.
呢個死海咧就位於地平線下最低嘅地方。
Before you get there, you go through Qumran, where the discovery had taken place.
咁你就要去到昆蘭啦，就喺嗰度發現有啲好特別嘅事情喎。
In Qumran, this is the wilderness of Judea. This is very dry.
呢個係猶大地，係一個非常之荒蕪、好乾燥嘅地方。
And by about the year 140 before BC, the Essenes fled Jerusalem and they began to live in the desert.
公元前140年咧，愛斯尼派佢哋咧就離開耶路撒冷，就住咗呢個沙漠地方啊。
The Essenes were a group of Jews who were very strict in their habits.
呢一班嘅人咧，佢哋係猶太人啦，但佢係非常之嚴謹嘅。
They wanted nothing to do with the world, and they kept themselves pure, and they were in a very exclusive group of people.
佢哋有啲咧與世隔絕嚇，要同呢個世間分開。
So the Essene community became known for cleanliness and for purity and for strict obedience to what they understood God's will to be.
呢一班嘅人咧，佢哋就係非常之以清潔出名啦，同埋佢哋係絕對認識神幾多咧，佢就聽幾多話嘅喎。
How many of you have visited Qumran? Probably those who've been to Jerusalem have been to
有
Qumran.
冇去過昆蘭嘅地方咧？大家？
I found Qumran fascinating.
哇！我覺得個地方好特別喎。
One of the things that the Essenes spent time with was copying the scriptures.
原來其中一樣嘅活動咧，佢哋就係抄寫聖經。
They had a love for the Bible, and so they copied the Hebrew scriptures.
所以佢哋係好愛呢個聖經，所以佢哋就抄寫呢個希伯來嘅聖經。
And archaeologists have uncovered the scriptorium, the room where they used to sit down, men along long tables, writing the scriptures, portions of scripture.
佢哋發現咧，原來喺呢笪地方個好大嘅房裏邊咧，佢專係愛嚟抄寫經卷嘅。
In 1951, they discovered this table, which was typical of the tables that were there, and the table still had three candle lights, so for light.
啊，原來佢哋發現咗呢一個好長嘅台嚇，佢哋當時咧仲擺咗3支蠟燭，呢個係佢哋用嚟抄聖經嘅地方。
Two made of clay and one made of bronze.
咁佢哋又係唔同嘅燭台啊，銅
And
燭台啊
so
等
these
等。
men would sit at that table and write very carefully every letter, every Hebrew letter of Scripture.
佢哋好小心逐個希伯來文嘅字母係抄寫嘅。
In the year 66, this is the time of the disciples in the New Testament, Rome became tired of the Jewish wars.
有嗰陣時差唔多係門徒嘅時期、使徒嘅時期，係公元66年，羅馬人對於猶太人嘅叛亂講到好厭倦啊！
There were a number of young men who were insurrectionists, and they wanted to topple the Roman rule, or they wanted to at least rebel against it.
因為當時有好多係想反對呢個羅馬帝國嘅統治。
And so it was happening in Jerusalem, and it was happening in some of the other larger cities.
咁當時係好多個大城市啦，包括耶路撒冷咧，佢哋想叛亂喎。
So the Romans dispatched a group of soldiers to squelch the uprising.
咁佢哋咧就要去鎮壓啦嘛，啲羅馬嘅政府。
This is the same group of soldiers that, by the way, came back 3 years later and eventually destroyed the city of Jerusalem in the year 70 AD.
就喺呢一個公元70年嘅時候，耶路撒冷係被滅嘅時候，就同一班嘅呢一班嘅羅馬兵做嘅。
But the Essenes had heard that they were coming. They were moving south to check up on other cities.
咁呢個時候，呢個愛斯尼派嗰啲人聽到，咦係喎，佢哋嚟緊咯
When they heard that these pagan soldiers were coming, they decided to hide the scriptures that they had been writing.
喎。咁因為聽到呢班係異教徒嘅兵咧就會嚟，於是佢哋咧就話：唉，我哋要將我哋嘅聖經咧要收埋呢個洞穴裏邊。
Everywhere around Qumran, it looks like this: desert and caves.
你去到昆蘭嘅地方，你見到就係沙漠一片，同埋洞穴都喺嗰度。
You can see some caves right here in this picture.
大家見到啦，呢個圖畫裏邊咧見到好多洞穴，係咪啊？
So they hid the scrolls in jars of clay and put them inside the caves,
佢哋就將呢個聖經咧就擺喺嗰啲容器裏邊，就收埋喺洞穴嗰度。
seeking to protect the Word of God.
佢哋希望係保存神嘅話。
There were about 11 caves nearby, between 120 meters more or less, and 2/3 of a mile.
大概嗰度咧
Away.
就係有11個洞穴啦，喺120碼同埋3/2里之外嘅距離中間。
So they distributed that all over the place.
佢哋咧就喺嗰度分佈喺唔同嘅洞穴收埋晒啦。
In the winter of 1947, or either December or January 1948, nobody really knows for certain, there were 3 Bedouin shepherds, young men, who were throwing rocks at the entrances of caves.
嗰陣時咧，大概47年嘅聖誕或者係48年嘅年頭，有3個年輕嘅牧羊人咧，遊牧民族，佢就喺度掟石掟落嗰啲窿度喎。
They were taking care of sheep and goat, and they were bored.
哎呀，好悶啫，成日看人揾啲遊戲啦，不如。
And suddenly, after one of them threw a rock, they hear pottery shatter.
其中有一個掟入個窿嗰度中咗喎，聽到打爛嘅聲音啊！
And so they were curious, and they went into the cave and found the first group of scrolls that had been left there over 2,000 years before.
佢哋發現哇咁特別嘅，有咁嘅聲音，於是爬入去睇，發現裏邊咧原來藏喺嗰度咧有成2000年咁耐嘅一啲嘅聖經啊！
In the first cave, they found something very important, the Isaiah scroll. Isaiah is the second longest book in the Bible.
而佢哋揾到好重要嘅書卷咧，就係以賽亞書，因為喺書卷裏邊咧，佢係第2長嘅。
The entire book, the scroll was there, 66 chapters in our Bibles.
佢哋發現咧，就全部66卷都喺裏邊喎。
They found a commentary on the book of Habakkuk, a minor prophet.
亦都揾到小先知哈巴谷嘅注釋啊。
And the community rule, a book that gave civic rules for how the community should conduct
佢哋都
itself.
發現咗一啲社區裏邊係點樣運作一啲嘅規矩啊。
Eventually, they took it to a dealer in Bethlehem because they figured maybe we could get some money for this.
佢諗下係咪可以買咗之後賺翻啲錢呢？
But of course, they didn't really know what they had found.
但係佢哋唔知原來揾到寶喎。
And the first dealer they took it to had no idea either. He looked it over and he says, "This is worthless."
佢第一個揾到嘅人咧就又唔識貨啊！佢話 冇價值啫。
not realizing that those parchments were over 2,000 years old.
但係佢哋唔知，原來佢哋揾到個羊皮卷嘅聖經有成2000年咁耐㗎啦。
Eventually, they took it to a dealer by the name of Kondo, who was a little bit more of an expert on these things.
咁後尾終於揾到一個好似多啲經驗嘅呢一個咁啊呢個 Kando 嘅先生。
He at least recognized that this is probably worth it.
佢諗下，咦，可能有啲價值嘅噃。
He was far from an expert, but he recognized this is important, so he bought three. He simply bought 3 of those scrolls for very little.
佢就唔係太識貨，不過又識地，佢就買咗3卷啦，俾好少錢咋。
They returned to the caves to see if they could find more of the scrolls.
佢走翻去原來嘅地方啦，睇下可唔可以再揾多啲咁嘅卷啊。
And so Kondo eventually got more, sold 3 of of those scrolls, and kept one of them, the big Isaiah scroll.
咁佢結果咧就揾咗好多啦，佢都賣剩3卷，自己留翻係以賽亞書啊。
Now, a number of weeks had gone by already from the first discovery, and still no one really knew what they had in their hands.
過咗幾個星期之後，啲人都唔知道究竟佢手裏邊係啲乜嘢嚟喎。
Eventually, they took it to an Orthodox cleric by the name of Metropolitan Mar Samuel.
結果咧呢個消息就傳到一個大主教嘅名叫 Mar Samuel，
He was a better educated man,
佢咧就受多少少教育喎。
and he did recognize this is really probably very important.
佢發現咧可能呢個係一個好重要嘅文物啦。
So he acquired 3 scrolls, including the famous Isaiah scroll,
於是佢就買咗3卷啦，包括其中好出名嘅以賽亞書。
and began to search for other people who would know more about this.
又周圍揾下其他咧熟悉呢一類嘅書卷嘅專家。
Eventually, the finding of these scrolls in the Dead Sea caves got to the ears of Eliezer Sukenik, who was the first expert who could really understand what they had found.
結果咧就傳流到去到呢一個嘅教授，呢個就係當時係真係明白呢個價值嘅呢一個嘅專家。
He was a professor at the Hebrew University,
佢希伯來大學嘅教授嚟嘅，
and he got hold of some of the scrolls
佢就攞咗一啲嘅書卷嚟研究咯
and
喎。
carefully examined them.
佢好小心去視
And he
察，
purchased 2 of those scrolls as in a few fragments.
佢就買咗2卷同埋其他嘅碎片啦。
He wrote to a friend, I read a little more in the parchment. It may be that this is one of the greatest finds ever made, a discovery we never so much as hoped for.
佢就話：我而家咧就揾多啲係羊皮紙嘅文卷，哇！呢個可能咧就係我哋最偉大，係從來都冇諗到會發現嘅寶物啦。
Only a few months had gone by, and he's saying this is probably the greatest discovery, archaeological discovery ever.
咁之後佢就話：哎呀，呢個就係我哋發現所有考古學裏邊最寶貴嘅。
Eventually, it got to the mainstream news.
咁當然啦，呢個就發布咗去傳媒啊各方面嘅
In
消
the
息。
the media in 1948 began to talk about the famous findings of the Dead Sea Scrolls.
所以你見到呢個雜誌啊，《時代》雜誌咧就係話：哇！我哋發現咗一個非常之重要嘅。
They had not found most of the scrolls. They had just found the scrolls from one cave.
佢哋唔係揾晒所有嘅洞穴裏邊嘅喎，只不過揾到其中個洞穴裏邊嘅書卷。
I misspoke earlier. I said 47, 48. I meant to say 46, 47.
頭先唔好意思啊，我應該講早啲係大概46、47年裏邊揾到嘅。
It would be another 5 years before they found scrolls in a second cave.
咁跟住以後咧，再過幾年就喺第2個洞穴裏邊又揾到咯
And then a third and fourth.
喎。跟住第3個洞穴、第4個洞穴越揾越多。
Eventually, General Yigadel Yadin, who is also an archaeologist, he learned about it from his father, Sukenik, the professor.
頭先嗰個教授佢個仔咧，亦都聽聞有呢一個咁嘅消息，揾到啲咁嘅書卷啦。
And the Israelis had a very keen interest in getting as many of these scrolls as possible. They felt this is our patrimony.
哇！佢呢個係好特別喎，呢一個教授咧就話，仲要揾多啲呢啲咁嘅書卷啦。
While he was lecturing in the United States in 1954, for he read an advertising in the Wall Street Journal.
1954年嗰陣時咧，佢就喺呢個華爾街報紙裏邊咧，就日報裏邊就見到個廣告喎。
This is providential. Think about it.
哇！你諗下啦，呢個係公開晒嘅華爾
The
街日報。
ad said the 4 Dead Sea Scrolls.
呢度講到話4卷嘅死海嘅古卷。
Of course, there were many more than 4, but these 4 were being sold.
咁當然我哋知道其他啦，但當時佢又揾到
And it
4卷
says
啫。
biblical manuscripts dating back to at least 200 BC are for sale.
佢話呢個大概主前200年嘅呢個嘅聖經嘅古卷咧，而家係售賣啦。
You can imagine a museum curator just crumbling at reading at this. They're just for sale to anybody?
哇！你諗下，公開咁賣呢啲嘅嗰啲嘅博物院嘅嗰啲嘅館長會覺得哇咁樣攞嚟賣大件事咯。
This would be an ideal gift to an educational or religious institution by an individual or group.
跟住呢個廣告繼續話呢個係一個非常之好嘅禮物，係送俾啲教團體啦、宗教團體啦、個別組別亦都可以送嘅。
Yadin immediately got busy and say, how can we I want to buy these scrolls because before they are lost
哇！
somewhere.
佢好驚啦，因為已經公開咁賣啦嘛。佢話快脆快啲，我要買翻晒所有手頭上有嘅。
So he managed to secure the 4 scrolls.
哇！結果咧，佢真係揾到好多啦。
A few years later, they kept finding more.
幾年之後咧，繼續揾到好多洞穴裏邊一啲嘅經卷啦。
4 more caves in 1955.
跟住之後55年嘅時候，仲有4個嘅洞穴再揾到啦。
And one more in 1956.
最後一個咧就係1956年啦。
Here's a picture of Yadin, who was one of the main translators at the beginning of the process, going through these amazingly old parchments.
你見到呢一個雅典嘅教授咧，佢係好細心咁樣睇呢個好古老嘅呢一個嘅經卷。
Now, so that we understand the importance of this finding, the Bible that you have and the Bible that I have, yours in Chinese, mine in English, go back to copies from the 800s.
你諗下啦，原來我哋今日嘅聖經，你係中文，我係英文啦，係咪？但係追溯到咧係大概係88年呢一個主後。
But the Dead Sea Scrolls go back 1,000 years before that time.
但係呢一個死海嘅古卷裏邊咧，係比呢一個我哋而家手頭聖經裏邊咧，係甚至再早1000年啊！
So there's 1,000 years a gap from Bible copies, and the big question would be, would the same Bible from the 800s be the same as from 200 before Christ?
咁你諗下啦，咁耐裏邊中間隔咗成1000年嘅話，究竟裏邊嗰啲嘢係咪一樣咧？係咪正確啊？
Eventually, William Albright, the greatest archaeology of the time, and many say the greatest archaeologist ever, got hold of some of these parchments.
咁其中一個好出名嘅呢一個考古學家咧，佢係呢個專家，終於手頭上攞到呢啲嘅經卷啦。
He wrote to John Trevor, who was at that time the acting director of an archaeological institution in Jerusalem, and he said, "My heartiest congratulations on the greatest manuscript discovery of modern times."
咁呢個專家咧，佢就寫封信係道賀呢一個耶路撒冷呢一個嘅專家，佢話：哇！呢一個揾到嘅嘢真係奇妙啊！
What an absolutely incredible find!
哇！呢一個嘅好奇妙嘅發現。
Albright was quoted ad infinitum, I mean, time and time again by the mainstream media and by, of course, the expert media as well.
因為呢個係一個專家發布噶嘛，所以咧係周圍係發布傳開去，就話呢一個係一個非常之好，係冇錯誤嘅聖經發現咗啦。
He said there can happily not be the slightest doubt in the world about the genuineness of the manuscript.
佢話我哋真係好高興喎，所以我哋呢個世界唔需要有任何少少嘅質疑關於聖經嘅準確性。
In total, there were found about 900 documents in all those 11 caves.
咁喺呢個11個嘅洞穴裏邊咧，一共揾咗900份嘅文件。
Many of them are portions or entire books of the Bible.
咁有啲咧就係聖經嘅部分啦，或者係全卷書喎。
Every single book of the Old Testament was found in those caves except for the book of Esther.
所有喺洞穴裏邊揾到嘅咧，就係所有嘅聖經都有啦，除咗以斯帖書之外。
Now, the manuscripts, the original manuscripts, as they are found, are in the shrine of the book, which is in Jerusalem.
今日咧，如果大家想去嘅話，可以去到耶路撒冷呢個地方，就係收藏呢個古卷正本嘅地方。
What you see really is the end of a scroll. The top would be like the end of a scroll. They have ends, and so that's the top end.
咁你睇睇咧，呢個好似個書卷嘅另一端係咪啊？
This is the interior of the shrine, and the first thing you see is the scroll of Isaiah. I remember when I saw that, I was just moved to see the writings of Isaiah from over 2,000 years ago.
哇！嗰陣時我第一次見到，哇！以賽亞書喺咁多年前寫嘅，我心裏面真係好震撼。
Now the big question is this. How accurate is our current Bible when you compare that to the Dead Sea Scrolls that were copied over 2,000 years
咁
ago?
你諗下啦，究竟你今日嘅聖經同以前呢個死海古卷裏邊，而佢哋係有1000年咁耐噶啦抄寫，咁究竟個準確性又點樣呢？
That is the major question, and as we look at what scholars said at the time, it's quite amazing.
呢個係一個好好嘅問題啊！我哋睇下點樣去解答。
Gleason Archer was one of the leading biblical scholars with a PhD from Harvard.
咁啊，Archer 博士咧，佢係哈佛大學畢業嘅考古學家。
He wrote of 2 copies of Isaiah found in the caves, proved to be word for word identical with our standard Hebrew Bible or the Old Testament in more than 95% of the text. The 5% variation consists chiefly of obvious slips of the pen and variations in spelling. Of the 166 words in Isaiah 53, that is a very important chapter dealing with the coming Messiah, there are only 17 letters in the Qumran scroll that differ from the standard Masoretic text.
咁啊，喺呢位 Archer 博士講咧，佢話咧喺山洞裏邊發現咗嘅2份以賽亞書咧，被證明咧係逐字逐句咧係95%咧以上，與我哋標準嘅希伯來文嘅聖經咧文本咧係相同嘅。嗰5% 嘅差異咧，主要係嚟自一時嘅筆誤或者係拼字嘅不同。就喺以賽亞書53章嗱，呢個好重要嘅一章啦，提到即係耶穌以後嘅受難嘅166個單字中咧，喺嗰個昆蘭卷就中只有17個字母與標準嘅馬所拉文本不同。
The biblical archaeologist, a leading journal, said this: there are minor omissions and additions, but the remarkable fact is that there is nothing which can be called a major addition or omission.
喺呢個聖經考古學家嘅雜誌裏邊，曾經有咁樣發表過，有一啲小嘅遺漏同埋補充，但值得注意嘅事實係，沒有什麼可以說是重大的補充或者遺漏。
It's interesting that Sir Frederick Kenyon, a leading biblical scholar in England, had said something the very year after the Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered, but before they were actually known.
呢位 Kenyon 嘅爵士啦嚇，佢係一個聖經嘅學者，咁啊佢喺發現咗呢個死海古卷之後1年，佢就發表咗一啲嘅言論，但係當時佢唔知道已經揾到嗰個死海古卷。
He said there is indeed no probability that we shall ever find manuscripts of the Hebrew text going back to a period before the formation of the text we know as Masoretic.
佢喺當時就發表話：的確嘅，我哋係冇可能揾到手稿，要追溯到之前嘅一段時期嘅希伯來文本。我哋稱為馬所拉文本形成嘅時期。
And yet here we have the Dead Sea Scrolls that were discovered the year before in 1947.
但係我哋有死海嘅古卷喺佢發表之前嘅1年， 已經係被人發現咗啦。
Isn't it amazing how God preserved his text of Scripture over those years?
你可以想像上帝係幾咁奇妙嘅，係保存咗佢所俾我哋嘅話語。
As Dr. Cluzet mentioned, our Masoretic text that we have, that our translations are based on, come from around AD 850.
好似剛才阿庫西博士講嘅，我哋現有用緊嘅聖經就係按住呢個馬所拉文本，即係喺公元850至1000年嘅時候寫嘅聖經文本。
The Masoretes, these scribes that copied these scrolls over the centuries, had several important rules that they followed in their copying.
呢啲馬所拉抄寫嘅係有好嚴格嘅規則嘅，
Each word had to be counted.
每一個字都要數，
Each letter had to be counted.
而每個字母都要數清楚。
Every word and letter had to be counted to the middle.
咁咧喺每一個數嘅時候咧，要數到去中間嘅字母。
Every text had to be copied carefully, comparing what was being copied with the original.
而抄寫嘅時候咧，要好仔細複製與原本嘅嗰一本係比較。
Everyone had to check the numbers of letters and words.
咁然後咧檢查字母同埋單字嘅數量。
No erasures or corrections were allowed.
咁咧就唔可以話去擦改或者刪除或者更改嘅寫。
If someone made a mistake, they had to throw the entire scroll away and start from scratch.
咁如果你喺書寫一卷聖經嘅書嘅時候，你寫錯咗，咁就要從頭再寫過啦。
In this way, the Bible was preserved for hundreds of years.
就係咁樣樣，聖經嘅就係咁樣樣保存咗落嚟啦。
We owe a great deal to those Jewish Masoretic scribes.
咁所以我哋真係要好多謝當時呢一班忠於上帝嘅人寫呢啲咁樣嘅手抄呢啲咁嘅聖經本，
who are meticulous in their copying of the Bible.
而佢哋係好仔細、好小心嘅咁樣去抄寫。
Dr. Cluzet, tell us about the printing press.
顧西博士，請你講下點樣印製聖經啊？
In 1456, there was a major breakthrough in Europe.
喺1456年嘅時候，歐洲有啲突破喎。
The movable type printer was invented.
佢哋嗰陣時都係開始發明咗呢個印刷。
Now, the Chinese have been doing that for about 200 years before.
咁當然我哋中國人咧係比呢個之前200年已經開始咗有印刷術啦。
But Europe was where the Christian world was, and so the first book that was printed was a Bible.
咁當然歐洲咧係一個基督教國家，所以第一次佢哋用呢一個印刷術咧，就印就係聖經。
And that Bible, that Gutenberg Bible, there are about 49 copies of that still left in the world.
今日咧係嗰陣時印刷嘅話咧，今日仲存留49本喎。
22 of them are entire Bibles, the rest of them are fragments of.
咁其中有22本咧就係全本嘅聖經，其他係部分嘅聖經啊。
The reason that I said this began a revolution is because now the Bible became easy to print and multiply all over the place.
咁當然我咁提咧就話，今日嘅聖經因為印刷術係已經係好多係出版咗啦。
A few years later, Bible societies began to emerge.
然後呢有個聖經公會咧就開始印好多聖經。
And they promoted the translation and the promotion of the Bible.
佢哋有好多個提倡同埋印刷好多唔同版本嘅聖經喎。
The Bible is the best-selling book every year for over 100 years.
喺過去100年裏邊咧，聖經係全球係售賣最多嘅一本書。
It is a book that has been translated to thousands of languages, many, many, many more than the second book ever
亦
translated.
都係全世界裏邊係已經係翻譯成1000個語文以上。
It is a Bible, and the Bible has been severely criticized and dissected and doubted upon by many scholars.
其實好多個學者嘅好多個批評，好多個質疑呢個聖經嘅真確性。
And yet it remains resilient. It seems to withstand all of those attacks.
但係問題有咁多個攻擊之下，聖經今日仲係站立喺一個權威。
And people of goodwill who honestly want to see what the Bible says recognize this is a different book.
哇！原來嗰啲係誠心尋求真理嘅，佢真係好希望發覺呢本聖經係與別不同嘅。
This is not just a religious book.
呢個唔係一個宗教嗰個冊子。
This is not simply a book of myths propagated by a particular religious sect.
唔係一個嘅宗教團體，佢哋要講出好多佢哋啲神話故事。
This is a history book that has been inspired.
原來呢個係個歷史嘅書，係被神所默示啟發
A
嘅。
book that contains 30% of its content is prophecy.
佢裏邊有成30%裏邊係講到預言嘅。
If you really want to risk your reputation, try to prophesy something.
如果你話想睇下你嘅明星點樣，你夠唔夠膽講預言啊？
Because it is not likely to come true.
哇！你講預言會唔會成就呢？
Or if it comes through, it's because of luck, or maybe 20% of it will come true.
可能咧，你話我講預言喎，最終咧只可能得20%先準確啫。
But this is 100% accurate.
但係問題，聖經嗰個預言係100%先係準確。
There are many modern translations of the Bible.
今日有好多現代嘅版本譯本啦。
And I understand some of the more common in China is the Union Bible and the Revised Union Bible.
我哋係呢個和合本啊等等，係喺呢個中國呢個中文裏邊係比較盛行。
People often ask me, what is the best translation? What is the best version of the Bible that I could read?
好多時啲人問我，究竟邊個譯本係最準確，我可以使用啊？
And I give them 2 or 3 hints.
我俾佢有2-3個提示。
I said, first of all, do not get a Bible that is sponsored by a single denomination.
記住啦，千祈唔好去揾一本聖經，呢本聖經咧係由只係一個嘅宗教團體係所贊助去編印嘅。
Make sure that Bible has had a group of translators who belong to different faiths, different denominations, but that they are a conservative group of scholars.
記住咧，就係揾一啲係比較保守啲嘅學者，而呢啲學者翻譯嘅呢一啲咁嘅專家咧，佢嚟自唔同嘅一啲嘅宗教嘅團體。
And make sure that you do not get a paraphrase.
亦都唔好講一啲嘅係講重點意譯嘅。
A paraphrase is usually translated by a single scholar, and it is designed to give his own flavor in what he sees the Bible to say.
因為好多時呢一種嘅譯本咧，就係一個人去一個人佢編寫嘅，而佢係用自己嘅意思投入去翻譯出嚟嘅。
But this is such an important book that you want it to be as accurate as possible.
咁呢本書呢本聖經係咁重要，所以我哋希望係越準確越好嘅。
So you want to get the most reliable type of translations
所以大
that
家
you
一定
can.
要揾一個係好可靠、信任到嘅一個譯本。
Regardless of what version of the Bible you have, the most important thing is read it.
最重要嘅話，譯本係點樣咧？你有冇睇啊嘛？
Read it every morning.
每朝我哋要讀聖經，
Read it prayerfully
我哋
for
用
God to
禱，
guide you in your reading of the
我哋
Bible.
要喺禱告嘅心，求神引導去讀呢本聖經。
And you will see that this promise will come true.
咁你就會見到呢一個聖經嘅應許就會成就啦。
Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my
呢啲
path.
話是我腳前的燈，是我路上的光。
And that is our story today.
呢個就係我哋今晚嘅故事啦。